and I have respect for one Naga leader. It may create a bit of a controversy, but I don't care. Mr. Muivah is someone I've always looked up to. Other Nagas are scared of saying it. Your own people are scared of saying it, but I am not scared. So what does it say about your leaders? What is the shame if a man believes in a destiny which was, from his perspective, right? We too have had our own flags. Tipra was an independent kingdom. We also had a flag. We also had an anthem. We have lost it. But I can understand when someone stands up and wants an identity for himself or their community. What is the shame in asking something which the Constitution of India provides? It may not happen. It may not happen now, it may not happen in 10 years, but if you keep on asking for it, one day, if you believe in the Almighty, it will happen. Rome wasn't built in a day. Something else today. Yamelo. Yamese. See, I learned something today. So, let me start by saying something. I don't have a speech prepared here because I wanted to come here and absorb the Thankul culture, the way of life, your songs, your dance. I loved your anthem. In fact, I was just talking to His Excellency and saying that I wish we could do something back home, something similar, and he also said it resonates with what happens in Ireland as well. So I think the first speaker spoke today, and he spoke about the Naga history. Mr. Moses Chalai spoke about the need to learn other languages. Many of the speakers before me have said that you need to understand Delhi and how we need to progress as a society. Some people have said that we need to study and persevere very hard. We've also had people who have prayed for our well-being. But let me start by saying that it is very important for our country to also respect the Thankul people, the people of Manipur, Nagaland, the people of Northeast. While we try to learn their language, and मैं हिंदी बोल लेता हूँ, it is very important for them also to appreciate our culture, the way we look, what we eat, and who we are. Because, you see, you're all clapping here, but clapping, if we are going to move a hand this way, even they have to move the hand this way, only then the clap happens. If only we try to move this way and they refuse to come, then it is not equal. This country, as I know, is about equality. And yet, I see many a times us being treated differently. Sometimes out of curiosity, which is fair and fine. But sometimes because a few people think that they are superior. Well, no amount of prayer, Pastor, can change people who are arrogant. No amount of us trying to explain to them to appreciate other way of life, our way of life, will make them change because they are stubborn. What we have to learn as people of the Northeast, as indigenous people of the Northeast, is that we should not be ashamed of who we are. Studies, many of us are told to study. Study hard. I've heard some people say, study hard. But why are we only studying about one part of India? Why aren't they studying about Northeast as well? Is it only the duty of the people of Northeast or the Tankuls to learn about Rani Jhansi? Is it only our duty to learn about Mughals? Is it our duty only to learn about Quit India movement? Isn't it also the duty of the government of India to teach the other people of India about our history, our culture, our language? Because respect is not a one-way street. And for far too long, we have actually allowed this to continue. You know why? Here I blame no one but ourselves. We have failed. When the Reverend spoke here, he told the students to be honest. But look at our leaders. Look at our leaders who have been produced by us. Our forefathers, your leaders, the Nagas, the Tankuls, were fierce warriors. But today, a system has come when we look up to leaders who are politically elected, and they are known, they are respected because they have money, but no values. Corruption has made us weak. Corruption has made us so weak that if we dare to ask the right questions, we are scared that investigation agencies will run after us. So today, when you are morally corrupt, when you are financially corrupt, you cannot stand up to leaders in Delhi who are not listening to us. Am I right? Some of you will whisper yes, but none of you will question why. We are having a freshers here today as well. The Honorable President said it is not only about freshers. It is also about the Naga, the Thankul culture, the society, people meeting people. You know why we are not united? We are not united because we look at a narrow interest. Because to divide is so much easier than to unite. And if we remain divided, we will remain poor. And if you remain poor, it is easy to be divided. The rich never fight. Look at Adani, look at Ambani, look at the Marwaris, look at the Gujaratis, look at the Parsis. The rich never fight. But the poor, whether it is Africa, whether it is UP or Bihar, whether it is Bengal or us in the Northeast, because we are poor, it is easy to divide us. So, what is the solution? The solution always comes back in having faith. Look at what is happening in our neighborhood. A corrupt regime in Nepal was overthrown not by political vote, but by Gen Z, youngsters. Youngsters who had no money, youngsters who were frustrated, youngsters who were angry, and youngsters who knew how to communicate with each other. Because this is a new generation. A generation which talks to each other on streaming, on gaming, on social media. But a generation which is definitely very apt in communicating with each other. You all are the young generation. And this should be more about you than the generation like us or the ones before us. For how long will we tell you what is right for you when we haven't done what is right for our next generation? For how long will we sermonize you? For how long will we tell you that this is the way we should proceed, but we haven't followed it ourselves? I have seen many people, young people like you, I've seen many leaders. We go to church, we go to temple, we pray every day, but we don't follow the path of God. Because if we did, we would be united. Are we united? No. And we still expect people to come and help us. Manipur is burning. I will not take sides. It is not for me to take sides. But when Manipur burns, we look at Delhi to solve our problem. The problem can be solved by our own people, but yet we think we cannot solve our problem. So we look at Delhi for solution. Why will anyone bother about us? We have our own ways of solving our problems. You, the Tangkhul people, are one of the bravest communities I have seen. I often tell my other Nagas that the Tangkhuls, the Maos, the Nagas of Manipur, you've had to struggle, you've had to fight. It was never easy. We, the Tipra people in Tripura, we have had to fight against Bangladeshis, so we know how to fight. The Nagas in Nagaland have had their own chief secretary, their own chief minister, their own police. So they take it a bit easy. But for us, it has never been easy. So the more you resist, the more you're discriminated, the stronger you become. And that is the backbone why you produce more officers, more leaders, and more committed people. You can give yourself a bit of a hand. You can clap for yourself. You've clapped for chief guests. You've clapped for other people. But I think the biggest strength that you have is your resilience. I know it is difficult. I know it is difficult. But what is easy? It is easy to give up. When I started my journey in Tripura, you all are calling me Your Majesty, Your Excellency, His Highness. What good is a king if he cannot stand up for his community and his people? So I have fought for my people and I will continue to fight for my people. And what good is your leader? And I have respect for one Naga leader. It may create a bit of a controversy, but I don't care. Mr. Muivah is someone I've always looked up to. Other Nagas are scared of saying it. Your own people are scared of saying it, but I am not scared. So what does it say about your leaders? What is the shame if a man believes in a destiny which was from his perspective right? We too have had our own flags. Tripura was an independent kingdom. We also had a flag. We also had an anthem. We have lost it. But I can understand when someone stands up and wants an identity for himself or their community. What is the shame in asking something which the Constitution of India provides? It may not happen. It may not happen now, it may not happen in 10 years, but if you keep on asking for it, one day, if you believe in the Almighty, it will happen. Rome wasn't built in a day. But the day you give up, the day you decide that there is no hope, you know, your president, the young man, he said we have become individualistic. You know who can be individualistic? People who have control of their own destiny. But people like us, like you, we don't have control of our destiny. Our language is not accepted. Our dress is looked upon as different. Many people consider our food smelly. Some people think we came from China. And yet, we want to be individualistic. You cannot, my friend, afford to be individualistic. Because till the time people do not understand, appreciate the region where we come from, we will have to be uniquely different. Be proud of your history. Ask for respect, because respect will not come in a free plate. So my students, while you come to Delhi, some say learn Hindi. हाँ सीखो, हिंदी बहुत अच्छा है. मैं भी हिंदी सीखता हूँ, no problem. लेकिन don't forget that speaking Hindi does not make When I speak to communicate, that is fair and fine. But we should not forget that our language, our clothes, our dress, our food, our history, our identity does not come by becoming one. It comes by we remaining as equal partners. And remain equal and demand respect. You youngsters, most of you are here young. I have faced discrimination. I have seen discrimination of my people in Tripura. I have seen it in Delhi. But I never hated anyone because again, we pray. I pray to God and I've learned to forgive. I forgive those people who are ignorant. Because when you forgive, you can move on. But never forget. Forgiveness is what the Lord teaches you. I may pray to Ram, somebody may pray to Jesus, somebody may pray to Buddha. But forgiveness is a value we all have. There was this young boy who said that people may say something, but they are behind me in the back. He was talking. Very interesting what he said. Those who complain, those who gossip, those who are insecure will always try to hurt you. Don't let their insults, them mocking us, change who we are. Let us not change and let us not hate them. Let us forgive them because if you forgive, you are a superior being. To all my tankuls, I've always wanted to come to Ukhrul and I hopefully will be invited sometime next month. I want to be there, I want to go there. I don't want to stay in a government bungalow or a VIP house. I want to stay in the villages with you. Because true love, according to me, when I was staying in a palace, I never got the love which I got from my people when I went and I started living in the villages. And I know that you people are one of the simplest but one of the most honest people that I've ever met. I have many Thankul friends. When I was studying in Shillong, some of my best friends were Thankuls. Some of the best friends whom I can't name because then there would be a problem. But great people. I remember one footballer. I grew up playing football and I used to be a college boy. And one day I had gone with a friend of mine who's much older than me, Baichung Bhutia. And he taught me, he played football with us. He was much older than us, but the person who actually made me very interested in football was Maradona, of course, and then Soso, Somatai Saisa. Of course, Soso played football in the day and had too much pork and wine in the night. But what a great, he was a great guy. And whoever I've met, there have been great people. You may not have the money. You may not have the bungalows. You may not have the cars. But you have one thing which many rich people don't have. You have the heart of being hospitable. That love, that warmth that a Thankul has given all of us is something that we hold dear to us. And believe me, you said my name was very long. So in Pradyot, not Bikram, Manikya, Deb, Barma. In Pradyot, you have a friend who will always fight for the Thankul people no matter what. Because of some of your leaders, it has inspired me to fight. So I have learned from you. And if you learn from someone, you should also stand up for those people who taught you something. And in me, you have a friend who will always stand up for you. With these words, let me again thank the organizers, thank everyone for inviting me. I think it is an honor and a privilege for you all. I flew down from Tripura. It took me I flew down from Tripura. I was near Bangladesh border, inaugurating a public meeting, public office. I drove down 6 hours to Agartala, took a flight to Calcutta, took a flight from Calcutta, flew down to Delhi, and I've come here. It's taken me almost 14 hours. And I fly back again tomorrow. So I only did this because I love my Northeast. I love my Thankful brothers and sisters. And with that, let me say thank you once again. Kuk Nalim, Belai no Hambai. God bless you. God bless all of you. God bless Northeast.